All right, Coach, you can go ahead with an opening statement.
I'm just so proud of the team. I'm proud of, especially these two guys, how they played and performed. We've been playing well, but not well enough to win. We've been putting ourselves in position to have success. Just didn't seal the deal. Tonight we did all those things, and to guard a guy and guard multiple guys one-on-one was something that I think this team needed, and this team is capable of doing it. And we play defense. We defended. We talked about a couple of things coming in. One was trying to win the three-point battle, which we did. The second was trying to win the points in the paint, either through post touches, mismatches, rebounds, and we did all of those things. I'm very proud of them.
Coach, Utah Tech, 54% from the field in the first half, but 36 in the second. What shifted for your team in a big way?
Well, we made them take tough shots. They made some of those comfortable pull-up shots on the other side of the ball screen, and these guys will tell you from day one since they've been here. I don't believe you're going to lose that way. I believe that they get a little tight as long as you can put in positions where they second guessing that. They're one of the best teams in the league, so they were comfortable the first 20. I think once we kind of made our run late, and then now they said, okay, make all those tough twos, and they got a little tight. That's what I wanted these guys to see, because I want them to really believe and trust in what we preach. And part of what we preach is keeping the ball away from the rim, not giving up kick-out threes, and make people make tough twos. And we succeeded tonight.
Tanner, you had 18 of your 25 points in the first half. What was clicking for you in the first half when it seemed like the rest of your team couldn't find the bottom of the net for a good chunk of that?
Yeah, well, we had obviously a huge size advantage, and so we had guys in the post, and they were bringing guys from the backside over, and so my teammates were able to find me on the backside. I was able to make some shots, so credit to them for finding me, and it was a good team effort all around.
At what point in the first half, Tanner, did you know you were kind of in a good groove?
Yeah, I mean, the probably the one when the shot clock was running down. I should have known that it was running down. I looked up, it was at 2. I was like, all right, I got to go make a play, and I towed it, so I was mad that it was only a 2, but I was happy.
It was about half a foot, not
yeah.
a toe. But yeah.
There we go.
But just going forward throughout the game, looked like they gave you a lot of attention in that second half, but you're still finding a way to make an impact. Just talk about what the second half was like for you.
Yeah, they were sending a few more guys my way, but that opened things up in the middle of their zone, and when we were able to find Jaiden at the high post, and he was able to just dice him up from there. So it was awesome to see.
Yeah, Jaiden, when they went to that zone in the second half, just talk about the game plan, how you feel like you guys executed when they were throwing a different look at you.
Well, we knew when they get in the zone, we have a play, we go right to it. We swing it around quick, and if we get the zone rotating, we'll be in a good spot. So as soon as we find the high post, it's just making a read from there because they can't guard everything. So whether that's kicking it down low, ripping and going, or finding a dude on the perimeter.
Jaiden, you guys were plus 17 in the rebounds tonight. What led to that kind of advantage for you guys?
Well, obviously we had the size, but it's also a mentality thing because we've been getting destroyed on the glass. So I've personally made an emphasis trying to go to the glass every time, offensive, defensively. And it's nice to see the other guys are getting involved too.
You guys only allowed 2 second chance points. I think that was actually on the last possession of the game. How much pride does that fill you with to have just had that kind of effort?
It feels good, man, because there's been a lot of games where it's been the other way around. So that's huge to see.
Todd Burdick started again in that big starting lineup. How's it been gelling between you and Isaiah and him just working together?
It's been a change for sure. The jumbo lineup, I feel like we're starting to gel a little bit more, but we have chemistry. We're always hanging out together. We're working out together. So I think I like where it's headed.
Coach, can you talk about that 3 big line? You go 6'8", 6'11", and 7 foot in the start line, but you're still able to do a lot of different things. How's it been working?
Yeah, we talked about our 5-man making threes, and Kai made it tonight. I said it'll be tough to handle. No, it is going into this game like it was a chess match, right? They play basically 4 guards, and then Potter. So we talked about that early as a team. I should even talk to the team about that because I know together I want us to work on these plans, and that was, do we adjust and go small or do we stay big? We opted to stay big and say, okay, well, now they're going to have to guard us inside, and it worked. I'm very proud of the guys, as I said. And we did talk about that last offensive rebound. The offensive rebound came up, believe it or not, in our celebration.
You let us know.
Jaiden, you had the assist on what might end up being the dunk of the year and the WAC. Kind of walk us through that play and what you saw from your angle.
I think he had it cocked back to his hip, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that on SportsCenter Top 10. But I mean, Josh's an incredible athlete, and he's only a freshman, so that's pretty scary for everybody else.
And he has his hands taped up like a boxer. I don't know how you know that. That was an impressive play. I've seen a lot of plays. That was impressive.
Tanner, you got one of those dunks coming next?
No, I like to stick to the three-point line, so I'll let John do that.
Coach, final thoughts going into Utah Valley on Thursday?
It's another opportunity for us to continue to develop that faith and trust in each other. The good thing about tonight was that we were tested again. You know, I got on these guys. You know, they're starting to accept, I think, the way that I coach, and they're talented. As I said, these guys just need to play. But Utah Valley is going to be a very difficult assignment. They move the ball well. They're probably the best team. That's how they play together. But I know we have a bunch of guys that are willing and able, like we did last time, to step up to the challenge and play well.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.